Today, we are going to make some grass. No, I'm not in Colorado, so it's not going to be that kind of grass. It's our techniques that are so simple and sensible, your mowers will practically build themselves.
Hello folks, it's Mad Dog Merv. Welcome to the Kid Hoarder Stash. Today, I have a ship. Surprise, surprise. A lot of folks already have gotten this ship, but where my interest came is I've been following online the time that it's had in dry dock and all of the repairs they've been making and the repainting and whatnot. And then I heard a piece here on YouTube from another historian, the history of this ship, and I had to have one. So today, we're going to look at the 1/350th scale USS Texas BB-35 by Trumpeter. Looks like this has got some photo etch in it. That's pretty neat. My understanding is this is how the ship would look late in the war, World War II, so because it served in both wars. So let's see. Let's see what is in this box. I'm pretty excited about this one. This will make a great part of my battleship collection. We'll start with the instructions. Parts layout. Looks like we got like 4 photo etch frets. Wow, quite a bit. Putting the hull together, which I like these spacers. I think that's a great idea. Putting the deck on. Wow, that's pretty easy. Propellers on, and then we have a lot of little anti-aircraft guns and things to build. 20 millimeters. Ooh, looks like we got some 3-inch 50s in here. Nice. 20 millimeter. Anyway, got a whole bunch of holes to make for a bunch of guns. I'm putting the bridge on. And the mast. Then it looks like we've got some photo etch to start doing. There's our control tops. Wow. The chains looks to have, instead of molded in chains, it looks to have chains separately, so we'll have to check that out. Ammunition lockers, life raft lockers, putting anti-aircraft guns on. This looks pretty good. A lot of anti-aircraft guns. Definitely late war fit. It's one of the most heavily armed anti-aircraft wise as far as the battleships. Like 90-something gun barrels dedicated to anti-aircraft. Putting the boat cranes together. Finally doing the turrets. Got a photo etched aircraft catapult. Very nice. And the rear mast stuff. Foremast, looks like we got a CXAM radar. And then finally a little bit of photo etch around the edge. So I'm anxious to get into this. And here we have the color call outs. It's like they're wanting you to paint it a navy blue, which would be right. 5N. This ought to look really good. I'm excited to build this. So, all right, that's the instructions. Now let's take a look at the plastic. The hull plates are very pronounced on this. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be. Not supposed to be that I know, but hey, they're going to look good. If they bother me that much, I can always sand them down a bit. So I won't. I'm going to leave them the way they are. Looking at the size of this compared to the Arizona, obviously it's a little bit smaller, but not much. Certainly isn't the Missouri or the Louisiana. Much earlier ship. Great history behind the Texas. I would suggest checking out some of the naval history YouTubers that I frequent. You can check that out on my YouTube page. And, Drac is one of them that's really good. Dark Seas is another. There's a few, but they've got some great history on the Texas. And here we've got some blister. I forget what these are called. These go on torpedo blister. Ooh, I'm really impressed with the detail. And I found in the past with Trumpeter a real hit or miss with Trumpeter. I mean, this almost looks like a very fire quality. I mean, really, really good stuff. Okay, look underneath here. Underneath these platforms, all of the detail. That's, yeah, wow, that's amazing. This is exciting. These would be our spacers for the hull. And then some of the fighting tops. You've got the rudder, top of the funnel. Of course, what I'm really interested in are all those anti-aircraft guns. Let's see how they look. Okay, we got two of these sprues here, and these are our 3-inch. I can tell just by this distance, those are 3-inch 50s, and they look great. Wow. Yeah, those look really good. I've got some resin ones I've been dealing with. I can't remember if I actually got some 3D printed ones around here or not. I'll have to look. I think I did, but these look amazing. That's awesome. Life rafts, mounts for the 350s. If these are supposed to be 20 mils, these are definitely out of scale. I'm not 100% sure what those are supposed to be. We'll check that out. Look at the size of the turret. Small little guy, isn't he? Okay, so there's two of those. Oh, sorry. Wow. Ooh, there's 4 of those. Wow. 5 of those. There's actually 3 in this one. Wow. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. 14 of the 3-inch guns. And so for Pearl Harbor battleships, things like that, those are definitely needed, because some of the Pearl Harbor battleships still had the 3-inch 50s on them. So, okay, here's boats. Not sure what these are. These might be a 4-inch or even a 5-inch gun. I'll have to look into that and see. But they look great. Part of the crane. And just little odds and ends that go on the deck and the superstructure. Wow. speaking of deck, holy socks, Batman. The detail on this looks great. But look on the underside, all the little holes that I need to clear out. Look at all that aircraft. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely like a 1945 fit. That's awesome. Build it as it is today. And again, this looks really, really, really good. I'm very impressed by this whole thing. Here's the stand. I don't need to go through that. Looks like we got us a couple of clear Kingfishers. One of the aft anti-aircraft platforms. And one of the forward pieces. Here we have some markings for the aircraft and the U.S. flag. And then our photo etch. Holy socks, Batman. So we got, I'm not going to take this out, but you got a chain right there. And then you've got your cranes, your staircases, shields for 20 millimeters, aircraft handling crane. Yeah, I said that. Here we have railings and stairs, and the catapult and the CXAM are here. So, wow, they look great. So I don't feel bad spending the kind of money I did on this kit, because this is a good quality kit. There's a lot to it. And it'll definitely fill a void in my 1/350th scale battleship. So now I'll have from the Texas up to the Louisiana. Pretty cool. All right, folks, thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next week on The Stash.